Hi, this is Rick Storley from New Home Sales Coach, and welcome to Shoestring Realtor Advertising Ideas. This is going to be a very in-depth look at putting together a comprehensive and thorough realtor outreach program. Now, when we think of realtors, we normally think of home builders, but there is opportunities out there for remodelers too. So, before we get into the overall strategy, I want to make sure that you remodelers that are listening are also looking at the opportunity here. So, a couple of things. Buyers. Realtors have buyers, and there's a loan program out there called the 203K. Well, realtors have buyers that are struggling to get financing, maybe to do some of the fix-up items on the listings they're looking at. And with the 203K loan program, if you're not familiar with it, it's an FHA program, and what it allows the buyers to do is borrow up to 110% of their listing price, and they get the appraisal up to 110%, where they can either add up to $30,000 of improvements into the loan amount. That's called the 203K Streamline program, or they can add really an unlimited amount of improvements up to your local FHA guidelines in the regular 203K program. So what I would do is, if you're interested in tapping into this, is reach out to some of your local lenders for a 203K loan specialist. Make sure you're finding a specialist, because this is a difficult loan to do, and use that as a reason for realtors to bring some business to you. Now, secondly, sellers. Any realtor that's dealing with a seller usually has some sort of deferred maintenance where they need to spruce up their home. This is not a great opportunity, but if you have a handyman service and want to get it in, paint, carpet, more or less handyman type stuff, great, go for it. But here's the other opportunity. If there's a major design defect, you could go out and provide some sort of a concept plan with an estimate of what it would take to fix that design defect. It would give you an opportunity that when that buyer came along, they might talk to you about that, and you could get that job put together as part of the sale. And then three is compensation. We have in one state that I work in, we have gone to the commerce department and found out if a realtor can pay, excuse me, if a remodeler can pay a realtor, compensate them for bringing them a lead. We couldn't get a definitive answer. So I would check with your local commerce department to see if it's legal. Most likely you're going to have to pay the realtor's broker, and then the broker would pay the realtor. That would be my suggestion to cover yourself. But if you're going to compensate them, and I would suggest you offer it to them, some of them may not take it, but some of them might, pay them the same as what a buyer's rep would get paid. So in other words, if they're selling let's say a $200,000 home, well, let's say that they get paid 3%. Make sure that whatever project that you're going to do for the new buyers, that you pay that their representative, their realtor representative, 3% as well. So if it's a $30,000 project, you will pay them 3% of that. In other words, the realtor looks at it and says, well, okay, now I just sold a $230,000 home, of which I get 3% for. All right, so that's specifically for remodelers. We're going to come back next and talk more specifically on strategies and ideas.